today?
Yes.
Have you noticed her hair?
I know.
More and more coming out.
I noticed it in the back today, yeah.
Okay, we have to start paying attention to what she's doing because that's a lot. It's not good how much is coming out.
Okay.
Like it looks like it's breaking at the end, and that's not good.
Okay.
So I'm like half debating on just getting it cut. Maybe that's.
All right. Let's start getting this thing going. What's up, Harry? How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Did you guys notice Bitcoin looked really bullish today? I don't know if everybody noticed that. Bitcoin looked pretty bullish today. Pretty darn good day, up 2% on the day. Pretty darn good. So we don't have to worry about the downside at the moment. Not worried about that. But we are worried about being really range bound. Wow, we are range bound. Kind of crazy. But the positive, we did get a bullish candle close outside of this recent downtrend. So it's actually really, really positive. So 4 hours still wants to reset though. This bearish engulfing candles gross. If we get any type of follow through, this could get real nasty real quick. Interesting. Choppiness. Choppy. How's everyone doing today? Welcome in. So, with the influx of new people, we do have new rules for the requests, everybody. I'm going to start the stream out with this, and we'll mention it throughout the stream, but of course it's members only night where you guys don't get insane. It's more or less for tomorrow where we're going to really implement these things. So basically, if you are not a member, maximum 2 requests. Just 2, because we've had a few nights where some people like to throw their entire watch list at me. That just takes up way too much time. Especially when we're here doing the exact same style of TA non-stop. So, of course, at some point in time, you're going to have to learn a little bit on your own. Okay? So, the 2 that you're most confused about, or the 2 that look the best, and you want to share it to the community and be like, hey, look at me, guys. Let's all make some money. That would be great. So 2 requests per non-members. And then we're going to go with 3 requests for members. But then, of course, if you guys want more requests after that, it's just going to be a $5 super chat, or I'm going to just ignore it. So that's what we're going to do going forward into this bullishness. Requests in Discord prior to stream. I'll answer it in stream, or I won't answer it in stream. I'll just answer those requests inside of the Discord. So you guys can keep requesting inside of the Discord all you want. I just get to it at my own convenience. Like today, I had my kids all day. I did not get to the requests. I will get to the requests before I go to bed. The only one in there right now is Cock Inu. Market's going sideways. I didn't feel like I had to be in a rush. So that's the benefit of a free Discord. I don't feel like a slave. It's not my job. If we were to charge a lot for the Discord, then that would be a different story, but we charge nothing. So, I have freedom. Anyways, that's more than what you would have given. That's funny. But no, I'm thinking 2 for every non-member, 3 for every member, and then a $5 dono. Just if you need more than that, I feel like it's fair. I feel like it's within reason, but also most of you guys request the same things anyways. So if you just give it enough time, someone's going to probably request it. So anyways, free Discord, link in the description. You guys can always join there. I do the requests in the Discord at my earliest convenience. Utilize the tools, people. Utilize the tools. Anyways, let's get into the stream. Let's keep on going here. So, Bitcoin broken out. Almost hit your 618 golden retrace, and it's pulling back. At this moment in time, I personally would be looking for a higher low. So if we can end up getting anywhere between where it's at currently and around 117,558, these could be very good entry levels. They could be. Because noted, you did have a low, and it's still a higher low, even with this liquidation wick to the downside. So, still pretty darn bullish. Let's go ahead and check out our liquidation heat map. Let's make sure we're actually on Bitcoin. We are. That's good. We're on Bitcoin. Looks like the longs are getting devastated on the 24-hour. That's a shame. Too bad. But it is what it is. People getting greedy out here with this great price action. Let's go ahead and check out. Noted. If we go up to 121,227, there is plenty of liquidity to push this price on up if we get up there. Let's go ahead and check out the weekly real quick. Let's see what we're doing. Weekly, we stopped out $326 million in longs. So this is what I was talking about last night, where I was like, hey, if they decide to push it up, they're probably just going for the liquidation. And they did it. They did it. And now we're retracing. But if you look at the weekly, they already devastated the longs. So your liquidity is sitting overhead. This is really bullish for Bitcoin. Also, right after it had like completely oversold Bitcoin dominance, it does help Bitcoin's argument for the upside. So yeah, this looks pretty good. Yeah, I was saying people could put their stream requests in Discord and they would get priority. Also, you would want to be in Discord. Just a thought. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. To do priority while from Discord, nah, I don't want to do that. Because then I have to look at Discord too much. I don't want to do that. It's a good thought. Like, if I didn't have 2 children at home, I would be down. But I wouldn't be able to pay attention to it. People would get mad. Nah. We're not going to do that. You got to be in the stream. You got to request in the stream. And then we go from there. But alright, for overnight, checking out Bitcoin. Looks like your 1 hour is trying to reset after a bullish cross. If you could manage to stay above this candle, this candle close right here at 118,152, this could get extremely bullish for overnight. That's provided you can stay above it. We don't know yet, so there's no point in talking about it because we're currently in the downtrend. On the 15-minute, you would love to see a candle close outside of the downtrend, wherever that downtrend ends. You would love to confirm that level as support and then see a continuation to the upside. So that is the big thing. If we were to bounce from here, you would love to see this level right here holding as support at $118,505. That would be the greatest thing ever, because then you could strategize from the fib levels where this thing could be headed. And I would be marking it out just like this, looking for 121,350. Let's see how that lines up with the liquidations. 120,556. It could do it.
Can I have your addition?
Yeah. Yeah, I got 2 for you.
It's a mirror code and you only have 2.
Right. Autumn. Inside. Go. Alright. So, what I was saying before my nephew interrupted. 120,556. You have $307 million sitting there. Almost 50% retrace from the wick earlier. Interesting. Interesting. Almost 50% from there. Let's see. What do you mean? You're at the 618 from this wick. This is literally the area where bids would start coming in. You're at a 618 golden reach. Oh, do you mean from down here? Yeah, I guess almost. Yeah. Gotta realize what the day traders are doing. Day traders are just looking at this wick right here after you broke back above a level that was acting as a resistance. So you're at a 618, literally on top of a 618 for the day traders. So if this is a continuation to the upside, you're going to be looking for anywhere between 120,739 or 121,342. Sorry, that's just the day trader in me, where I'm looking at this wick down because it created a higher high from this high. So this is my structure here for a day trade. You have a low, a confirmation low, it could run from here. That's, yeah. Anyways, this is the wishful thinking. If we are still bullish on Bitcoin, could see something like a 1.7, maybe a 2.26% move to the upside and liquidate all of those shorts. Just maybe. Just maybe. But we're hashtag positivity out here because we're range bound. You're late, Crypto Cruise? Never late. You're never late. We need to check out Bitcoin to the euro and let's see how different it looks. So BTC to the euro. Super range bound, just like USD. Oh, that wick almost got us there. Damn, it was so close. So close. Too bad. Too bad, so sad. We broke out. Broke out. Previous level that was acting as a resistance before is currently acting as a support. So we're not bearish on Bitcoin. We're just consolidating. It's not a bad look. It's not a great look either. However, I'm leaning to the upside. Definitely leaning to the upside. I don't really know any reason why they would dump. So that's my bias right now. Let's go ahead and check out Bitcoin dominance. Oh, and by the way, if you guys don't have any requests tonight, this is going to be an extraordinarily short stream. Because, simply put, I only put three different tickers on here. It's Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. That's it. That's all it is. Which BTC do you look at? Usually if I'm trading, I'm looking at USDT. Yeah, USDT is usually what I'll look at. Because I'm not trading in euros, but the euro chart is just giving me a good idea of what's going on. Oh my god. Bitcoin dominance isn't over? Oh, this is bad. Our alts might be bleeding out. Oh shit. At least in comparison to Bitcoin, but this is a great trade setup. Possible way more upside. Looking at the 1 hour. Oh no. We didn't even hit the 1618. What are we doing? I suppose I'll drop my like and request ETH.D. Alright, cool, cool. Alrighty. So, if this is the case, if we break out, we could be going back up to 61,000 or 61.64%. Tether, you mean? Yeah, that one. USDT, yeah. That is wild. And noted. Another thing we do have to pay attention to when it comes to dominance. We had this beautiful downtrend we broke out of. We're trying to put in a higher low right now. Resetting our stochastic on the 1 hour. It is a likely possibility we get a 618 golden retrace, bringing us all the way back up to 63% dominance for Bitcoin. That is a possibility right here. Possibility. 4 hour doesn't look like it wants to do it. But man, oh man. We have to wait and see. Checking out our daily time frame, you can see how oversold we got. Oh, man. The Bitcoin bulls are possibly going to keep pushing this price up as they take out their altcoin profits. Dang. The altcoins had barely any room to breathe. They're just getting the wind knocked out of their sails already. Oh, hopefully this doesn't play out. Hopefully this doesn't play out. But as of right now, we could see Bitcoin dominance go up 3.68%. That's terrible. Alright, let's go ahead and move into Ethereum. Ethereum on the daily, it just looks like it needs to pull back. You're sitting right on top of that 886 golden retrace. You know, we only got 1 day of liberation back in April, and then every pause immediately. Curious to see if the chicken trade holds true in August. That's pretty funny. I thought it was taco. Thought it was taco. Trump always chickens out. So yeah, Ethereum super overbought right now. We got 2 red days, but it doesn't want to stay down at the moment. Let's go into lower time frames. Let's see what we have to look forward to, because I would honestly love a pullback. I really would. So we had this level on the 15-minute that was acting as a support. It is now trying to act as a resistance, support. We're doing the salsa, the tango. You got that guy over there breakdancing. We're not all the way sure what's going on here. This is a bullish breakout, though. Are we at a 618? Are we at the 618? We wicked to it, kinda. We wicked to the 618. If they felt like letting this thing roll over, now would be the time. But they're just not doing it. Weird. Really weird. Okay, you're 1 hour. This thing should come down all night. All night long, baby. Should be coming down. I wouldn't get my jollies all in a bunch like, oh my god, it's gonna come down so much. I mean, to be honest, we don't really have to come down that much. We'd be looking at 3,524. It really wouldn't be that big of a pullback. It would be a little one if it pulls back. It'd be real little, like a 5%er. Like, oh no, it fell 5%. This would be terrible. Yeah. I'm leaning to the bearish side tonight. Leaning to the bearish side. And noted, I say that while I have a turbo long actively open. Believe that one. Yeah. I have a long on turbo where essentially I'm betting that Ethereum's price is going to go up. We're in bizarro world now. And earlier I saw Bonk running while Sol was dropping. Weird times. Weird times, man. Number 16 on the like. Remember, there's no KYC when smashing the like. Do it today and show your support. What is up, Trade Intuition? How you doing today? I caught as much of your stream earlier today that I could, but then my son decided he was the hungriest being on, like, in the universe. I had to keep feeding him, and he kept yelling at me. So I couldn't pay attention any further. But hey, what I saw, loved it. It was great. What I missed, I don't know. I haven't been able to watch it back. Been busy literally since then. It's been a terrible day, and I'm tired. But how you doing today? How did everything turn out for you? Hopefully all is well. But yeah, this looks like we're about to get a second leg down. If we get that nice 5% drop, that might be a gift for all the buying opportunity people out there. Somebody's going to say it's a head and shoulders at that point because, you know, we're hitting that neckline and we're probably going to bounce. And then we make that lower high right at this previous high. And then we could roll over. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's check in on the trade real quick. So the trade, I'm in a 15x long on turbo. Anybody who wants to join me, I'm currently down 0.93%, now 1%. It's volatile. So anybody wants to join me, you can. But I feel like it's a little bit more of a gamble. I'm playing the fact that it's been range bound for like 3 days. That's really the idea. So anyways, Back to Ethereum. Ethereum on the 1 hour does look like a 5% pullback could be coming. Not saying it's written in stone. There's no prophecies or anything. If we do look at the 4 hour, we can see the amount of bearish divergence on the RSI. It's just nonstop. Just lower highs here on your relative strength. So if this is your first lower high, we could see a substantial pullback. We really could. Hey, Borgie, I had to sell 1 Bitcoin for a Costco run for fruit. Only just for my kids. That's $118,000. Did you buy a fruit farm? The hell? That's a lot of fruit, man. That's crazy. Yeah, kids. Greatest joy in the world. Biggest headache in the world also. It's tough out there. It's tough out there. I just can't wait until my son gets out of this, like, I need to be held all day phase. I'm excited for that. Just don't make me do that anymore. I can't wait till he turns 16 and wants to fight me. Can't wait. I'm going to remember these days. I'm going to be like, oh, better be ready, kid. What's up, 60 FPS? Fruit workers. That's funny. Lies. He a fruit cake. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Too much there. Dang, no bullying. Alright. Anyways, for Ethereum, it's really hard for me to say, like, yeah, let's go long while we're sitting at an 886 and putting in a lower high. Really hard for me to be bullish. So I think consolidation would last for a few more days. Hey, who knows? Maybe Thursday we start popping up. Maybe. Who knows? These kids eat a lot. They do. They really do. Every time I see, like, any one of my kids eating, I just look at my mom and I'm like, how did you do it? Because I ate like a freaking cow in high school. How'd you pull that off? I had to start working at 16, literally because my mom said you eat too much. No joke. First job, went and worked at Pizza Hut. It was great. Anyways, moving on from Ethereum. Ethereum, yeah, I can just see some downs. Damn, that was fast. Thank you. I appreciate you. Love you. Ever since VIX options expiry, markets have been weird. That's... Wait, people leverage trade the VIX? What? Why would you leverage the VIX? That's crazy. That's crazy. I guess I should give the day traders for the evening a price target because, you know, the 5-minute looks rather interesting. You haven't put in a lower high yet. This is bullish consolidation based off this. So for the evening overnighters that think they can outsmart the whales, you just might be able to get up to 3,796. This is your bullish option for the evening. If you don't go any lower, just don't go any lower. Do not cross below this wick low at 3,712. Don't do it. Your 12-year-old son eats more in a day than I do in a week. That's realistic, actually. That is realistic. Wow, that's crazy, Celinda. You have a 12-year-old? What? But I mean, you're only like 21, right? That's crazy. Wow. Welcome in, Celinda. Welcome in. Alright, so possible 1.94% to the upside on a little scalper. Let's see if it plays out. Let's see if it does it. You got a higher low here. The framework is there. You're in the bearish control zone on the 5-minute. The 5-minute could do it. The 5-minute could do it. And if that happens, my long on turbo doesn't look as stupid. That's a positive. But we'll see how it goes in the morning. BTC also has gap at 114K and 91K. Curious to see if leverage wants to do what it wants to do since it's leading the market. Leverage trading's leading the market? That's a problem. That's a real problem. That just shows a lack of liquidity. That's a problem. Oh no. Thanks for the insight, Jim, but now I'm scared. Fruit was 18,000 BTC back then. Now it's 1 BTC. Oh, wow. My goodness. Jeez, Vic. Sounds crazy. Alright, anyways, moving on from Ethereum. We're going to look at the last one I have for you guys. We're going to look at Sol, the other ETF. So Solana out here has been doing things. I was in a little bit of a day trade earlier. It didn't quite make it. I already got out of the trade, but looks like it's getting ready to run again. Go figure. I wouldn't expect too much out of this overnight, if I'm being honest, because here's your downtrend. You're breaking out of it. All the expectation would be is a 618 of this little downtrend. This is where you start playing with like stupid high leverage. But anyways, you would be only looking for a little 1.12% to the upside with a stop loss right below this wick at 201. So that is Sol right now on the 5-minute. Let's go ahead and check it out on the daily. Let's see what it did. So on the daily, we did get overbought, but we had a very good green day, up 5% on the day. Now we're bearish, but it's perfectly fine. Good day for Solana. Really good day. So yeah, that's not bad. Our stochastic looks horrible, but it's looked horrible ever since June 30th. So we're good. CME volume is wild. I put a trade limit order, 40x ETH long at 3,600 before work in case we got a mini dump. And it came down to 3601 and straight to 3750. Oh, you didn't get filled. No. Sounds terrible. Rich is not pregnant. Rich is not pregnant. He didn't get filled, everybody. Not pregnant. Alright, so still a bit overbought on the 4-hour. Not quite in overbought territory. This stochastic is very promising. So whatever that ETF is doing right now, it's doing a really good job of helping out Solana's price. I don't think Grayscale got their ETF yet, so we don't have to worry about the Grayscale sell pressure just yet. When Grayscale gets approved, I'm pretty sure we're going to notice it, because they like to dump, and they dump hard. Nope. No bun in the oven. It's pretty funny. Rich always happens. I don't know, not within $1. I'm probably going to exit out of my turbo long. I'm not feeling confident about my longs right now. It's kind of disappointing. I'm in the camp. BTC hits 135k in late August before the next sub 100k dump. Could be currently completely wrong. I could see some merit behind that. It's when you look at the weekly chart, you see that as a possibility. The weekly doesn't look nearly as bad as the daily for all of these tokens. We happen to be on Solana, so let's go out to the weekly real fast. And if you look at the weekly's RSI, we just entered bullish control zone. We can still keep going, even though we're super overbought on the daily. The weekly is indicating, nah, this just got started. If we look at Bitcoin on the weekly, I mean, we're not overbought. Not overbought. So we have a lot higher we can go. So yeah, it's not completely out of the realm of thinking. Same with Ethereum. Not overbought. Just something to keep in perspective. Nobody really likes to look at the weekly in crypto for some reason. But then, of course, when you look at Bitcoin and Ethereum that have ETFs that on their weeklies, they're starting to look a little tapped out. Then all of a sudden you look at Solana and you're like, wait a minute. We have so much upside. Like, that's where you start getting excited to hold Solana. Because you're like, we just got bullish. That's crazy. We weren't bullish until July 7th? Oh my god. Like, yeah. So, a little perspective for everybody. So that's why you don't see me getting bearish, like really bearish yet. But, you know, it'll come, I promise. It'll come, I promise you. Who doesn't like the weekly? Produce them for me. That's pretty funny. Alright, for S and G's, shits and giggles, for those who didn't understand what that meant, we're going to go ahead and look at Turbo, the range-bound wonder. So right now on the 1 hour, the 1 hour is what I was looking at to get into this trade. What I noticed here was you had a wick low back here, you had a wick low here, you had a wick low here. So of course, I'm going to put my stop loss right at those wick lows. It seems to be holding pretty damn well. Currently, I do believe a breakout could be coming, provided we stay above 0.05357. But I'm not trying to get too frisky out here. All I want is the golden retrace. Little 16% pop to the upside, hit it, come back down, get some back tests in here. That's my entire thought process on this trade. We'll see if it comes to fruition or not. Your 4 hour time frame, we're battling with the 50 simple moving average. We got a candle close above it, which, disappointing. The following candle was a bearish engulfing. So I don't know what the traders are doing with Turbo, but they are playing with my heart. They're playing with my heart, man. Currently, the trade is down 4% on a 15x long. We'll see if I wake up and stopped out, or if we get some gains. On the 4 hour, this kind of looks beautiful with these wicks. A lot of buying pressure. The downside to this structure here is high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Can we get a higher high, please? Total technically made a new high today. Sweet. Awesome. We're going to thank Alio for that one. We're going to thank Alio. We'll look at that after we go through Jim's request. So, ETH.D. So, the ETH dominance chart. Let's take it out to what he loves. Start out with the monthly here. Holy shit. So, on the monthly, you're up 26.29%. Wow. 8 days to close this one out. That's crazy. Holy moly. And the worst part is, I guess we charted ETH dominance in the past? I didn't realize that. Let's pull a fib on this bad boy from that downtrend. So many months of just losing. We still could be going up to 14.29%. That's amazing. I did not realize that. The monthly RSI is telling you should have just been buying Ethereum nonstop, no matter what. How oversold could we get? This thing got all the way down to a 21. Damn. That was back in April. Look at ETH dominance after it rallied 2K. Nice. September, lunar eclipse. Perfect time for dump before blow off top in November and December. A lunar eclipse in September? Dang. I made a bag on Alio today. Yeah, Cammy K's. Alio went crazy today. I randomly saw it because I was cycling through on my phone the week's tickers. So I wrote down all the different trading pairs on weeks, and I have it on a watch list. But all of a sudden, I see Alio up like 28%. I'm like, what the hell is this? So that 26% played out. Would have stopped me out though. Would have stopped me out with this pullback. But wow, what a move! Not overbought on the weekly. We still have more in the tank. So yeah, I'd be looking at 14.29% for this. So from where we're currently sitting, we could still see another 22% upside on dominance. Wow. From where it's at currently. Going from 11.59 to 14.29. I should have opened a 5x long with your spot ETF funds. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Always play it safe. Always play it safe when you're going spot. It's safe. It's fine unless it's a rug pull. Remember, big difference between holding an asset and just leaving an asset on the exchanges in which the exchange could die. FTX taught us everything. I learned from FTX. I didn't realize I got fries. E-Gold. We'll check out some E-Gold. Sorry, I just wanted to show you guys this real quick. I'm going to show it on the 1 hour so it can be really dramatic. Look at this move here. Alio just decided enough's enough. We ain't going to be a bitch no mo. Almost hit our target. Almost got our target. No problem, Jim. So yeah, that 83% has almost played out. It's so darn close. So yeah, congratulations to those who believed in Alio. My spot bags, they're happy too. Because apparently I hold Alio. It's still funny to me that I own Alio. I don't own that much, but I own some. Oh, rats, you bastard. It's moving. I was looking at rats earlier. I didn't pay attention to it enough. I'm going to be really disappointed when I miss out on rats. Alright, E-Gold. E-Gold's chugging along. Chugging. Amazing. Did it not pull back today? Wow. Had a pullback. Ended with... Wait a minute. Okay, it has this measly, tiny little wick at the upside, but I was like, is that a bullish hammer in an uptrend? Oh my god! Either way. Bullish dragonfly, technically. Wow. That is something to behold right there. The sellers tried and they failed. That's a really bullish candle. Wow. Well overbought. Okay. Alright. E-Gold. E-Gold is a 5-star athlete. Don't mess around with E-Gold. Be careful with E-Gold. It's going to steal your money if you try and short it. It's going to. Anyways, you're coming off of a double bottom. Still looking for this move all the way up to $40.32. Oh, sorry, 38 cents. My bad. Just chugging along. Let's check out your weekly on this thing. Oh, the weekly. Oh, the weekly. You're still in the bearish control zone? Still in the bearish control zone. Wow. Bullish divergence on the weekly as well. And it's actual bullish divergence because this wick low was lower than this low. Oh my Lanta. So yeah, E-Gold, best looking thing on the planet right now. Super bullish, super crazy. While the market pulls back, E-Gold runs. That had to be a lot of buying pressure coming in. That's actually amazing. You're going to run into a little bit of turbulence, though, coming up soon at this 23.53 level, so be prepared for that. But, man, that was a really bullish candle. Holy guacamole. All right, so a reminder, everybody, when it comes to requests, especially going into tomorrow night, if you are not a member, 2 requests per person. 2 max. If you want more, $5 dono. All the members out there, 3. 3. That's it. 3. Otherwise, $5 dono. And then if you guys decide to be amazing and awesome and support the channel and whatnot, well, I do appreciate that as well. Other than that, guys, we do have a free Discord with a tab where you guys can request all day when I'm not live. All damn day. Here's the Discord here, and here's the chart request tab. You can throw it in there. I still got to answer one from today, but yeah. You can still get all of your charts looked at, just not while I'm live, because I swear, if I'm up all night and I got to wake up early the next day, it's a problem. It's a real problem. So we can't do that anymore. But yeah, this was a nice, concise, and clear. What am I trading on? What am I trading on? I trade on Weeks, BYDFi, Blowfin, as well as Pumpkin. And when my accounts start getting a little too big, I start moseying on over to BitUnex. MargeX is my last option. And there's one other exchange. Hold on. One other exchange I haven't used in a really long time. BitTrue. Yeah. I don't use that exchange very often, but sometimes I do. Weeks or BYDFi? It depends. It really depends. I like the UI on my phone better with Weeks, but BYDFi as an all-around platform, it is better than Weeks. It is way better than Weeks. Because BYDFi also, you can start trading. You do enjoy BitUnex? Yeah, BitUnex is cool. I use MargeX a lot. The problem I have with MargeX, it's their withdrawals. They don't let me withdraw whenever I feel like it. They're like, we have these withdrawal windows. Jackasses. But no, BYDFi, they actually have this other function to them where you can actually start trading some stocks, but you also have the opportunity of trading on other dexes and things like that. So BYDFi has a lot of features that many other exchanges just don't have, and I like that. I really do like that. So something worth checking out if you guys are interested in it. BYDFi over here. They have their special little area. MoonX. MoonX is where all the fire is. Because that's where all the dexes are. That's where all the random 3 stocks that you can trade are. It's pretty cool. Weeks has awesome token variety. But the Chinese Wi-Fi makes trading on the browser yeah. I noticed it's a lot better if you're on Chrome. It's a lot better if you're on Google Chrome. Weeks for small meme trades. But it has more options. I don't know if it has more options than BYDFi right now. I know they have different options for some of them, but I don't know if it's more. What's up, Woozy? How you doing? Welcome in. Alright, we might as well do some honorable mentions here. FWOG started moving today. It actually had a pretty decent day, and it looks like it's about to continue. So FWOG here is gearing up for a major move. I like the reset on the 1 hour, and I also like that you have overhead resistance all the way up here. So don't be surprised if you see this thing up like 60% in a day. Don't be surprised. Rats looking good. Just loading up on crypto before bed. Nice. Week's charts have been lagging on you. That's awful. That's brutal when it starts. Even on Chrome. I can understand that. Yeah, I run into that problem every once in a while too. I understand that. So everybody can see this. This was acting as a resistance. We dipped below it. We're popping back up. There's a likely possibility this starts running to the upside. For those of you who like to play levels, your next level is up here. So, yeah, rats. It could have a really good evening as well. This thing could rally on up 58% coming off of its lows. This is a possibility as long as it holds this level as a support. But, coming off your lows. In the accumulation range. Can we get this man to 30 likes, chat? Would be nice. Waiting for these 8-year consolidation channels to break. Praying it happens this year. Most of them are breaking this year. Most of them are. Which is nice. Alright, we're gonna peek back in. Y'all saw me do that little scalp trade idea for Ethereum. Let's see what it's doing right now. I like the free flowingness of this stream. I do like this. We're just kind of bouncing around, enjoying the movements. So since we looked at this, we're already up a little bit. This is nice. I don't know if it's gonna keep going, but this is nice. It's starting to move a little. It's also making my turbo trade look a little less terrible. That's the real win right there. Turbo. Turbo, the little frog? Frog that could? I think Turbo's a frog. I don't know. He has a helmet on. This dotted line down here was my stop loss on grass. It wicked down to it. How disappointing is that? Either way, doesn't look bad anymore. Grass is another one. Keep your eyes on it. It might want to run up to $1.30 if we get bullish on these alts again. Took an ETH scalp at 3,700. I'm still in. 3,705 technically. All right. Oh, what? Because you like market ordered in? But yeah, there's not much to talk about today. It's simply majority of tokens consolidated. As they consolidate, we just look to see what levels are holding. We gotta wait until they break out of a trend of some sort, and then we'll look for a confirmation. Then it's like, oh, hey, we're bullish again, or we're bearish. But as of right now, for most tokens, it's kind of a no trade scenario right now. Just kind of waiting. Polony Eggs lets me buy high and sell low. That's pretty funny. Price is different on Marge X limit order. Oh. Tariff extensions likely. This is going to be a 4-year thing this time. It probably will be a 4-year thing. Or they're just going to implement it as soon as interest rates are finally cut. So I think it's a game of chicken that they're playing with. Your BYDFi trash token is up 80% today. Let's go. Let's see what it did. Let's see what it did. I love the verbiage there, because that's what things like this are. They are garbage, but sometimes they're shiny. Yikes. What is this new day shit? What is that? Man. The illiquidity. Yikes. We only really priced in maybe 8 hours of liberation. That's true. That's true. The markets don't really care anymore. I think they're getting used to it. Tariffs, that is. They could be getting used to it. Or they're just getting used to the idea of, oh, it's not coming. The thing they should have gotten used to is the fact that companies announcing that they don't have pricing power. So they're going to have to eat the cost. Like, oh, yeah. And then you also have companies like UPS buying people out to leave the company so you don't have to fire them. It's amazing, really. Huh. Funny how that works out, right? You had support, then resistance. It went straight up there. That's funny. What's up, 400%? She should. Yeah. Love it when trash moves. Feels good when it moves. Feels better when you get it on leverage. Moodang here is finally, officially broken out. Could see this thing moseying its way on up to 48 cents. Moodang looking pretty strong if you can get above 24, 26.9. Looking pretty damn strong. So, needless to say, we're just kind of bouncing around and things right now. But, we have been consolidating all day. Certain things are starting to try and move. I would still, personally, if you're not in a trade already, wait for the morning, wait for the market open, see what Wall Street's trying to do. Don't stress yourself overnight being in a trade. Don't stress yourself. Pengu thoughts. No thoughts on Pengu. Just, it's like a rocket ship. Those penguins will not be pudgy if they continue this run. I just looked at it now. So Pengu, on its rocket ship mission, we got the entire 33%. We broke above the 886. At this point, you could be aiming at the 1272 at 058993. Personally speaking, I'm still not touching this thing. It's a straight line up. I don't touch those. I need it to pull back. Because right now, in reality, your only level that is like relative out of this entire move, great value, is this chop down here. So until we start pulling back, we start chopping around, it's just kind of like, it could go straight down. So, I know that it's a validator on Solana. I get it. But still, I need the pullbacks. I need the chop. I need the structure. No structure, I could care less. Let it run. Let it run. You will not catch me holding this bag. Ever. But it's still running. Super overbought. Maybe you start putting in some bearish div. Who knows? But if you break above this 47207, 58993 is the target. Yeah, Pengu survived, but they cheated. Peanut does not do any NFTs. They did not become a validator. They're strictly a meme. Whereas Pengu, I mean, they sell plushies. They have merchandise. And they're a full validator on Solana now. So they're making revenue. They should do very well. For now. Until everybody starts taking their profits. But if they start mentioning that, like, they're using their revenue to start burning tokens, this thing could keep going up like crazy. I did not look at this daily candle. That's a bad candle. Wow. Okay, so education time, everybody. This right here, this particular candle, this is the sought after holy grail of candles. This right here, holy grail of candles. This is the greatest thing you could see on the daily, honestly. The absolute greatest thing you could ever see. If you ever were thinking, what would be the best spot to ever go long? You see this thing, you go long, and you don't think about it. You just go long. Bullish hammer on the daily while being around your current lows. That's a really big deal. That's a really big deal. So I know I had this marked out with like, oh, let's look for the 618. Fuck that. We're going for the gusto. We are aiming for that 1618. The bulls are here, baby. The bulls are here. 23481. That is your target right now. Continuation to the upside. That is crazy. That's a bullish hammer right there. Very rare to find them, but when you do, take a picture of it, cherish it, frame it, show it to your grandchildren. Let them know about the days of old, because that is absolutely phenomenal. Good for Mog. Getting the bullish hammer on a bullish backtest, it's almost sickening. This is like when you go out and you're like, I'm gonna pick up a girl tonight, and then she's so beautiful, you're like, never mind. I'm just gonna stare awkwardly, and she's gonna call the cops on me for stalking, because you're too scared to go up and talk to her. This is how attractive this is. Insult to injury on the daily, you have a low stochastic. Oh boy. There's a lot we can say about this and why there's a good reason to be bullish. But yeah. That bullish hammer. The weirder part, they attempted it back here, but the sellers were like, not today. Sheesh. That's wild. Marge X and Weeks don't list it. Really? I wonder. Neither do they? Uh-oh. What about Blowfin? Blowfin has it. Blowfin has it. So if you want to leverage it, Blowfin is your guy. Blowfin. They offer it. Wow, Hyperliquid doesn't even have it. That's crazy. That's crazy. Weeks listed, and it was a deck screener coin. That's crazy. What, for spot or for leverage? What? Wild. Wild. Weeks does put in some real trash can coins, honestly. They really do. And that's why I love them. I used to have to go to Bitmart to get those trash can coins. Now Weeks does it. Hell yeah. Alright guys, so moral of the story, going back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, it looks really good on the daily with this nice bullish candle. I'll break out of the downtrend, provided we can stay above anywhere between 118 and 117,000. We could be seeing a nice little spike up in price all the way to $127,000, $127,807. So that's what we're looking for Bitcoin. We're looking for the dominance to continue creeping its way up. What I'm hoping for out of these alts is they basically do that slow trailing pull up because of the comparisons. But we'll see how it goes. Ethereum also looks like it's ready to go on another tear, even though you're super overbought. Stochastic giving that green light. The Stochastic is giving a green light here. The Stochastic coming all the way down while trading sideways. Really big deal. Although we might start putting in some bearish divergence. Who cares? 127.807. That's what we're targeting here. So we're going to have to wake up tomorrow morning, see what Wall Street wants to do. But if they are bullish, I would expect the bullishness to start rolling in on Thursday. We'll see how it goes. Also, heads up to everybody, this Friday is the final Friday of the month, meaning futures contracts will be expiring. That could cause some really weird volatility. Really weird volatility. So be prepared for that. This Friday might be a good day to sit back and watch the fireworks rather than try and trade and get up in the mix. But just an idea. Just an idea, everybody. Wall Street loves Thursday. They really do. Like, there's a lot of movement on Thursdays. If they're going to be bullish or bearish, it's just kind of like, we're doing it. We're going. So at this rate, with the futures contracts and whatnot, I would expect the alts to dump on Friday. But if they're down all week, hey, maybe they pump. Maybe. Since it's chopping sideways, there's a lot of maybe out there and not a lot of it should go. Anyways, guys, I'm going to call it a night. It's about 10 o'clock for me, and I do got to go to work in the morning. Got to train those people, get them all fit and sexy, apparently for Halloween. So, yeah, anyways, I'm going to get on out of here. Make sure you guys join the Discord. It's free. You guys can chit-chat, talk. Also in the Discord, remember, I will never message you first. I will never add you as a friend. Scammers out there took away that privilege for me, so it is what it is. I'm just not allowed to have internet friends anymore. So, if you ever need to get a hold of me, make sure you actually message me in particular. Do that. That would be a really good thing to do. Oh, I forgot. See there? Now I'm being forgetful. We also have the infamous trade intuition here in the chat if my internet wants to work. That is the white screen of blindness. This is phenomenal. Another great show. Thank you, Porky. No problem, Trade Intuition. I'm trying to give you a shout out, but the YouTube gods are not allowing it. They're really out here. Wow. Wow. Trade Intuition, everybody. It was a seamless transition here, where you guys should all go check him out. Give him a nice little sub-a-rooney. He drops the knowledge, guys. Listen to him. Learn from him. Go get those gains from him. And then, while you're getting those gains, he even provides his very own background music. That's the best part. The background music. Excuse me? Okay.
Trade intuition, the chart magician. Isaac Delgado talking trash, no ammunition. You trying to clown on me with no facts to share. Love reading your comments, thinking I care. I suggest you proofread your comments before posting.
Alright, so you guys can all go check out this video. You know what? Just if you need some car music, there you go. There you go. Jump in there! Seamless transition into that shout out. We did it. Alright, everybody. I'm gonna get on out of here. I'm gonna finish my dinner. I'm gonna go sleep. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Just remember the new rules when it comes to the requests. Mods in here, I might need your help. I might need your help for this one. Just to make sure I keep it on the straight and narrow. Don't want to cut anybody short. That was a troller that was having fun with. Yep. Gotta have fun with those trolls. Gotta have fun with them. Alright, everybody. I'm getting out of here. Deuces. Sleep well. And get your fitness in also. Seriously. Too many people are stuck behind the screen. Get out there. Get active. It's gonna be awful if all of a sudden you're like, I made so much money. And now I have health issues. Like, that would be bad. But, yeah, anyways. Get on out there. Have a good rest. No problem, Celinda. I would limit to 2 requests, so you're nicer than me. I'm very nice, man. Porky's trying to get rid of us, never trying to get rid of you. Just trying to, I don't know, have you guys learn the method. The method I use is super easy, guys. Super easy. Hit the like button. Enjoy your evening. Sleep well. Goodbye. Stop losses should always be tight. Always tight on the stop loss.